word transmission is used in many different ways. Like we often think of something in your car that shifts different gears. That's one kind of transmission. Or radio waves going from one place to another is another kind of transmission. But this is a different kind of transmission. This is who you really are. We are trained to think of ourselves as this, body, mind, senses, all the stuff we're involved with. How we're doing on the scale of success to failure and happiness to misery and all that. But prior to all that, prior to everything that we identify with on this level, there's a beingness that we are. And one of the terms that's used for it is the I am presence. Like I am is the beingness we are prior to anything in our physical and mental existence. There's an original transmission that comes from the highest source that exists. I'd say it's even beyond the universe. And that's a whole other discussion. A lot of quantum physicists figured out there's actually multiple universes. So it's even beyond the universe as we think of it. But from whatever the original source is, there's an emanation or a ray or a transmission that has a certain flavor, has a certain frequency that has eventually come into being you. So that's the way I'm using the word transmission, is it's that original source coming into existence and eventually turning into a human being with all the traits and everything we have. And the amazing thing that I've been discovering is that I can actually experience that transmission. It's not just an abstract, spiritual, esoteric idea. It's something I can tangibly feel in my body, and that to the extent that I stay aware of it and tuned into it, just like dialing a radio or something into a certain frequency, it's basically the ultimate solution for everything in my life that needs a solution. So what I'd like to suggest is, if this is of interest to you, if this is something you want to explore within yourself, is just simply intend to feel your own transmission. Not feel my transmission, but feel yours, the one that comes through you. I have a somewhat activating transmission. That's one of my qualities, is that my transmission tends to activate other people to feel more of their own transmission or their own superpowers or whatever you want to call it, their own quantum energy. So if that can help you in any way, that's good. But what's most important is for you to feel what comes through you. So how would you do that? You simply open yourself to it. You could just say, it's my intention to open my bodily felt sense to experience directly my source transmission. Maybe you'd want to use a different name for it. That's okay. So breathing really helps. Tuning into love really helps, because your transmission is all about love. It's the ultimate, purest love. And just have no expectation of what it should be like. I do find that when the tip of my tongue's on the roof of my mouth, it's easier to feel my transmission. It's not an efforting. It's not like I'm trying to do a technique. It's a letting go into something. Could you try that on for a moment? The fact that this transmission, this emanation that is you, is the solution to everything you could perceive to be a problem in your life right now. Like whatever part of your mind believes you have problems, this is the solution. Because everything is in this. This is the source. That's why it's called source. Everything is in this. Let's take an example of something that a lot of people believe they have troubles with. Not having enough money or feeling insecure about money. Money is a form of energy. Money is a symbol of energy being exchanged between people. So when you're experiencing your transmission, you're going right to the highest banker in your cosmic bank account and tuning into it. What are some other things people have problems with? Love. Not enough love in my life, or going through some issue with the relationship with somebody, or withholding love from yourself because you have self-judgment, typical stuff people go through. Well, this transmission is the ultimate, purest love that you are. Other issues people go through, health issues. Well, health has to do with how much vital energy is freely flowing through all the meridians and chakras and organs of your body, right? It's about whether that energy is available to you, and that comes from your source. So the whole thing here is just to release any belief systems about anything you've ever heard before today, and just let this be really beginner's mind, just really fresh. Like not, the best thing, my suggestion is don't try to fit this into the framework of other spiritual beliefs you have. Like let go of all of that, and just like you never had any spiritual idea in your life, and this is just a pure experience, like a newborn baby coming in the world. Like, whoa, what is this? As I do that, the transmission is just totally dependable. It's just, it's a point of love and positivity that is always there in either of those cases, when my mood is low or my mood is high. And I'm learning to trust it more and more. And that's a big deal. Like trusting your source is a really big deal for us.